All right, a key part of being a professional bass angler these days, working with your sponsors, a lot of bait designers, rod designers, reel designers, all that stuff, testers. We both test for Berkley baits, but I don't get to design baits yet. You got to design or work with the design team, a mutual friend of ours, Dan. Thanks, Dan, for all you do. And you designed a bait. You finally got a Josh Bertrand specific bait. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, thanks, man. And yeah, I was really fortunate to be in a position to actually have some input on this bait. And Dan is the man. Dan's the expert. He knows how to build any type of bait. So obviously, I leaned on him through most of it, but I gave a lot of input on what I was looking for in the bait, and it's pretty cool working with Berkley too. Like this, so this is the bait right here. It's the Spy 70, 70 millimeter spy bait. We've got two models, a fast sink and a slow sink. But as I was saying, the cool thing about doing it with Berkley is all the capability that they have at the factory.
The test facilities and all that. Our viewers have seen that.
It's amazing. Yeah, I know you put it on the show and it showed it off, and it really, when you're trying to design a bait, it speeds the process up so much because you can just pump out baits, test it out right there, then and there. Okay, don't like this about it, do it again. I don't like this about it, do it again. And gosh, we probably honestly had almost 20 prototypes made of this thing before we finally went with it, and then we tested it for a good almost a year on fish on the water before it was like, okay, it's ready. Yep.
So, okay, so how many sizes?
We've got, well, one size and two sink rates.
One size, two sink rates. Fast sink and slow sink. Fast sink's about a foot a second, you said?
About a foot a second, and the slow sink is probably, it falls probably twice as slow.
Gotcha. And keep in mind, guys, water temperature affects that, so there is no hard exact answer. So,
100%.
It's a bait that you typically clear water fish most commonly, or no?
Yeah, you need at least 2 foot visibility on this thing. I like at least 3 foot.
Okay.
Fantastic on fish that you normally wouldn't be able to catch, right? So
suspended fish in particular.
Yeah, I've caught so many suspended fish on this thing. It was like before this bait was around, before this type of bait was around, never would have ever been able to catch that fish. And it's really cool. It's a cool feeling to catch fish that wouldn't have been catchable otherwise, you know?
Cool. What are you fishing on for a line, first of all? Because we always start with the bait, then go to the line. So what do? You do a braid and fluoro leader?
Yeah, braid or nanofill. I really like the nanofill for this because you can get such a long cast.
Throw,
but our new braids, the X5 and X9, you can cast really far with those
especially
as well.
X9,
Yeah, exactly. 8 pound to 6 pound. 6 pound leader. I mean, this is finesse fishing. And this is the new winch rod from Abu Garcia. It's really a rod designed for stuff like spy baits,
flicker shads,
small crank, flicker shad, stuff like that.
Yep.
It's got some length at 7.2, so again, a little bit better castability. And then you're gonna fish this thing just on a slow and steady retrieve. You can catch fish ripping it, and you'll definitely catch fish as it falls. It's got a beautiful little shimmy on the fall. But really, most of your bites are gonna come on a slow, steady retrieve. That's when you look at it on the side of your boat or the side of the bank when you're fishing it. Just swim it through and try to watch for that nice, tight rocking action. When you get the speed in your reel that's giving you that action, that's the speed you want to fish it.
Perfect. Well, it's pretty slick, guys. Once again, it's called the Spy, 2 sizes, Josh Bertrand's baby, and Dan. Thank you, Dan. But check them out, berkley-fishing.com.